Jerome Crimes. We've got a 2nd down and 2 for the Bulldogs, again in a double tight end formation. In motion comes Steve Mishagan. Rolling out is Jeff Tedford. He's got a lot of time. He goes down to, let's wait for the number on this one. It is Henry Ellard, and the stop is made by Mike Woodford. But not before. Ellard makes a nice reception. Plenty of yards, gets up to the 49 of the Bulldogs, where the Bulldogs will have a 1st and 10.
Barat caught by Henry Ellard, and he'll go in for the touchdown. No penalty flags on the field. Gus Farad, his 8th touchdown pass this season. For Ellard, that's his 1st of the year.
Boy, you know, you can gamble with that blitz once too often. They send Zordich, the strong safety, again. He almost gets there. But almost means you might get burned as a corner. He's right up the middle there. See, he got picked off. But notice there's nobody in the middle of the field. So if this ball is caught on you as a corner, you've got big problems.
His Bulldogs with a 1st down at the Bowling Green 27-yard line. The blitz is coming. He throws quickly for Paige, and he's in for the touchdown. Unbelievable. Stefan Paige with his third touchdown of the game, but you see him grabbing his right knee. We'll wait and see if he is severely injured, but he's got 3 touchdowns. We know that. And with 3 minutes left, we've got an 8-point difference at the point after to come.
It almost looks as if Bates are against Fresno State. It looks like it could be a hamstring or a gastrocnemius in his calf. There's a throw. It was a post pattern. Look at the catch. Tony Graham takes a shot. Now that's where he hurt his leg, I believe. He doesn't seem to catch up with him until he finishes the play from another angle. You see the play right down the gut. He hits him. What a player.
The date was December 22nd, 1985. The opponent was the San Diego Chargers, and the day belonged to Chiefs' 3rd-year undrafted free agent receiver out of Fresno State, Stefan Paige, who set a then NFL record with 8 catches for 309 yards and 2 touchdowns, helping the Chiefs to a 38-34 win at Arrowhead that day. Paige's performance still ranks as the 3rd best all-time single-game performance in NFL history. Paige played 9 years for the Chiefs, amassing 377 career receptions for 6,341 yards with 49 touchdowns, plus that one really special day back in 1985.
Pena booted it out of bounds between the 4 and the 5-yard line. So now the Bulldogs are going to have to go almost 96 yards to get a score. But neither team has been able to score yet in this game. It's been a battle of field goals. Barry Belli with 3, Jim Nielsen with 2. 9-6 Fresno State over Oregon State. 37-yard punt by Pena.
That was a great punt, kick it out of bounds on the 4-yard line. Now the Bulldogs need a big play here to get them out from the shadows of their own goal.
Back of Kevin Sweeney will be Lavelle Thomas and James Williams. From the 4. Sweeney going long and deep for Stephen Baker. Baker's got the ball at the 40. It'll be a 96-yard touchdown play. Kevin Sweeney to Stephen Baker, the touchdown maker.
No flags, no flags.
Oh, you talk about the bomb. We've been waiting a game and a half for that.
We've been talking about having Kevin go downfield. He's got a strong arm. That was a great pass and a great reception. Let's take another look at it. Baker, number 81. He runs a fly pattern, a streak pattern. He goes straight down the field. He just outruns the cornerback. A perfectly thrown pass. The defensive halfback fell down. Wouldn't have made any difference because Baker was beyond him anyway. 96 yards. The most spectacular Bulldog play of the year.
Third down, 10 at the 14. 30 seconds remaining in the half. Hostetler throws. Touchdown! Stephen Baker.
And he beats the main man, Nate Odoms. And that was a perfect throw. After 3 or 4 poorly thrown balls, Jeff Hostetler
hits one right where it's supposed to be.
And maybe more importantly, he had time to throw the ball. A breaking pattern to the outside, all the way to the outside, takes a lot of time. Look at the protection he gets. Jumbo Elliott doing a job on Smith. And then right on target is Hostetler to Baker, beating Nate Odoms.
They're going to review it because the umpire has just signaled for a stoppage.
Let's watch the feet closely of Stephen Baker. There's, oh, he's in.
Yeah.
That's easy. That's excellent work by Baker. That's a touchdown all the way.
One clearly down, and he
after further review of instant replay, the play stands. Touchdown.
A very quiet night for the replay officials. That's nice.
That's an 87-yard drive for the Giants. Barr tries to put them within 2. Hostetler puts it down, and the difference in the game right now is a safety. 25 seconds remaining in the half. Stephen Baker, the touchdown maker. He is known as. Makes it 12-10.
Yes! 2nd and goal. The fade in the end zone. Touchdown! Titus Winus brings in the pass for the Fresno State. May have just entered the big time.
In talking about how they're going to crack down on the way that the secondaries are allowed to cover receivers with that extra contact downfield. They'd like to see the passing game opened up a little bit more. Having 2 teams in the same year make the top 5 list for the worst of all time, it's not good.
3rd down and 6.
And that is a great one-handed grab by the rookie Titus Wyman, wearing Ricky Sanders' old number and doing a pretty good Ricky Sanders imitation right there.
Norv Turner said they like the way he's looked in training camp. He has good speed, and I tell you, this is about as good a catch as you can make. Just reaches out, pretty good coverage on it. Had to be perfectly thrown, I might add, too. Put the left hand out there, and most receivers will tell you, well, they're just stuck.
For you old Redskins fans going, who's that 45 covering him? Well, that's Brian Davis that used to play with the Redskins, went on to Seattle and
Dilfer now feeling a lot of heat. Throwing it deep downfield for Jones. He's got it! Charlie Jones!
Boy, what a great athletic play by not only Dilfer, but Charlie Jones. Fresno State in dire need of a huge play, and they get it from the 2 guys that have given them the big plays all night long, Trent Dilfer and Charlie Jones. Dilfer looks once. He looks twice. He looks 3 times. Nobody there. But the other thing the dog quarterbacks are taught to do is look long, medium, short, and long again if you have time. And Charlie Jones just barely got it.
First and 28. Arianis rolls out, buys some time, guns and fires, and he puts it on a string. Arnold from Sunnyvale, California, on the receiving end of that bullet from Arianis. You can kind of understand why he was an All-American honorable mention last year at LA Valley College. Sarkeesian was the first team All-American selection from
out of El Camino Junior College.
Yeah.
And Arnold showing me not only does he have a good arm, but he has very good footwork.
Now one of the more experienced players today in the secondary.
They blitz again, but this time Dilfer finds David Dunn up the middle, complete to the 43-yard line, and a pickup of 23 yards. Somehow
.6'4", 307 pounds, has allowed 22 sacks. Carr to throw to this side. Bernard Berrien has the first down, cuts it inside, and maybe has more. 40. Now it's a foot race. The only guy who can catch him is Jolly, and he's not going to do it. Touchdown, Fresno State. There's the new record for David Carr, number 31 on the season. And the Bulldogs, quick strike offense on a 63-yard scoring connection from David Carr to Bernard Berrien. And Kevin, Berrien, when he gets into the open field, look out.
Well, Bernard can fly, but you know, David Carr's got all the tools. This throw was down on the run. Great block here. I believe it was Rodney Wright, actually Marquis Davis, and then you know what it is, boys? It's actually just speed.
When you're trying to get in their end zone.
Now Farrar tries to give him some breathing room, and he's going to take a shot deep downfield, and open is Bernard Berrien, and the former Bear will go 99 yards for a touchdown. Wow.
Charles Tillman on Bernard Berrien, and they're right here, down here, and it looks like Tillman looks inside and starts to come off on the inside receiver, which he does, thinking that he has a safety out there. I think he was supposed to stay with Berrien, and he looked inside. I don't know if there was a pump inside or not, but he left his man, went to the next guy in, and then Gus Farrar hit Bernard Berrien. Watch his throw. I mean, it's good pass protection, gave him time, and the quarterback has to see this too. The corner left him, he left him wide open. You got Pat Williams and Jared Allen. They're the two guys that made the stop down there in the goal line. And if we did that, you got to do this.
From here. Fifth penalty on Fresno State. Brandstater gonna go downfield, man there! What a catch inside the 5 by Ajera Tutu. Down at the 2-yard line.
Boy, Ajera Tutu has great leaping ability. He's 6'3" and a big receiver at 210 pounds. Junior out of El Dorado Hills, California, but he gets a nice outside release, but nothing on him. Jason McCourty, you got to at least get a bump on him.
Not an issue, at least for the moment.
I think the question, who wants to punt for the Chargers?
McMichael and Wilson, double tight end set, a bootleg for Phillips. Sets, he's going to throw the long ball. Looking to go the distance. Ajera Tutu has got it. Touchdown, San Diego. Home run ball from Phillip Rivers.
Is there a better thrower of the home run ball in this league than Phillip Rivers? I don't think so. Ajera Tutu flying down the field, and Rivers just laid it out there perfectly. Great play fake to the left side. Matthews on the bootleg. Here comes Rivers, and watch this heave. 5 yards behind Kareem Jackson. 7 yards and into the end zone for 6. Wow.
Really a lot of farmers, ranchers out there, and something they take pride in representing the Valley.
First pass in a while, Brandstater into coverage, caught, touchdown Fresno. Oh my, Marlon Moore plucked it out of midair after it had been batted around and takes it in for the touchdown. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. And Marlon Moore was lucky there, a 38-yard touchdown play.
And it starts with the protection up front. The offensive line step, look at that, he's pumping 3 times, trying to figure out where to go with the football, trying to get it to his fullback.
To
Johnson, the running back, on 2nd and goal. Here's McCown. Thought about running. Backs out of that one. It's an ad-lib play. And it's caught for the touchdown by Marlon Moore. His 3rd touchdown catch of his career. And he's been in the league a half dozen seasons.
That is not how the play was drawn up, but credit Josh McCown. Look like Johnny Football right here. He pushes up. He's going to reverse his field. And he keeps his poise and has a sense to find Marlon Moore, who did a great job working with his quarterback when he saw him in trouble. Moore got knocked down. He got up. He kept alive, and he scored a touchdown. That's unbelievable.
Branding and athletic budget goes up, and that's where Boise State is so far ahead of everyone else in the Mountain West Conference.
Carr heaves one. Adams is in for the touchdown. A strike from 59 yards. 4th touchdown throw of the day, the prettiest one yet.
They only rush 4. Rodgers with a pass to Adams. What a throw. Adams inside the 10. Touchdown.
And knew that he was going to go somewhere other than Eastern Washington, but now he gets to coach him here. McMarion, play action, gonna go deep. That's Johnson, and he's got it! And Johnson to the 10. Johnson dives. He scores! Touchdown, Fresno State! Yards.
3rd sack for the San Francisco defense. Murray looking deep down the field. He's got a man down there, and it's caught. It's Johnson. Down at the 14-yard line, Keyshawn Johnson.
The Cardinals had run that player earlier in this drive. Keyshawn Johnson pulled up a little early. This time, he just outruns Fred Warner, which is what he was supposed to do.